what do we have here? The Samsung Galaxy S21 Fan Edition in 2025. Yeah, this device is around 3 years old already. It was initially launched sometime January 2022, and we'll still see if it's a good fit for this year. This device is something you would come across if you're considering like between a cheap S series device and a more expensive A series device like the A35 or the A55 or the A56, which will soon come out sometime this year. Now, this device is very interesting. It has a few premium features. It also has some features that are not so premium, like the speakers, for example, which we'll get to in a moment. And we have a few issues that's very normal when you talk about a chipset that's a couple years old. Yeah, so let's start with the display, which is the most obvious part of the device. We have a dynamic AMOLED 2340 by 1080p display, 405 pixels per inch, and it's 120 Hz. But it's not as variable as what you get on like the S21 standard models. For instance, this one is 60 to 120 Hz, not like the 48 to 120 Hz you get on the standard S21 series. But this display, as I've been using it for quite a while, it's still very decent. It scrolls very fast, as you can see. I forgot this video is being recorded in 60 FPS, so you can't even tell. But then from my angle, just trust me, it's 120 Hz. Getting into this device is pretty basic. It's an optical fingerprint scanner, not ultrasonic, so it's not as snappy as what you get on the standard S21. Yeah, but this is still very decent and not slow. You can see it's accurate, works very well even with a screen protector. And how's the face unlock? It's 2D anyways, but let's see how it is. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. I would say that in a good lighting situation, face unlock is way snappier than the optical fingerprint scanner, but then it's not as secure due to it being 2D and not as 3D as Face ID is on the iPhones. This device was known for thermal throttling a lot, whether you get like the 888 or the Exynos 2100. Yeah, I ran a couple benchmarks when the device was not really that hot, and what do we get here? Look at it. On high performance mode, I got 1457 single core, 3628 multi-core. 1457 is more than the average. What do we get on like the 888 since I am running the Exynos 2100? Yeah, you can see we get around 1300 and something for the 888. So what we are getting is even kind of more in line with the Gen 1, which is very nice. But then that's just the issue. Once the phone begins to heat up, you get very annoying performance sometimes. Anyways, in my area, it's quite the hot time of the year, so I can't really blame the heating. For the multi-core, it's also more than the average, and it's also very close to what you get on the Gen 1, which is very nice. It's definitely more than the average for like 888 or Exynos 2100 performance. For Antutu benchmark, we got 788,000, which is not even close to what we get nowadays. But then this is not the worst either. Yeah, I mean, when you consider it side by side with like an A series device, it's still very decent. The only thing you have to worry about again is thermal throttling. Yeah, when you throttle the device due to high temperatures, you'll see that it begins to slow down. You can even see it's quite hot right now, estimated temperature. But again, that's because of like we are approaching the dry season in my area. Now I'm going to talk about gaming in a moment, as well as show you a few camera samples. But let me tell you something I like about this device. First of all, it has to do with the speakers. The speakers are not quite great, especially for someone that uses an iPhone speaker. Let's play a sample audio for you to hear. So the speakers aren't so bad anyways, but then I think when you compare it side by side with an A series device, you will like them. But then I'm just used to an iPhone Pro Max speaker, so you can't really blame me for my criticism. So apart from like the speakers and, you know, the thermal throttling, What I actually like is like the software support. Now this is stated to get or will be getting Android 15 based on One UI 7 and Android 16 based on One UI 8. That's quite some decent years of support still left. You can see right now this still supports the current One UI version 6.1 and Android 14. Alright, then back to business. This has a 4500 milliampere hour battery, which I'm going to put to the test, as well as the performance in a simple Call of Duty match. Yeah, we are currently at 80%, and let's see how many percent it is at when we are done with one multiplayer match in Call of Duty. We are connected to Wi-Fi right now, so it's a very fair game. This is Call of Duty Mobile, and we have around 90 FPS support, as you can see right here, both on multiplayer and battle royale. So let's try out one multiplayer match and see how it is. In my defense, I am used to my iPhone, not this. Ugh, the controls can't get a handle of that.
Standing up. The Shock RC is ready. Up the chopper. Get up, team.
Alright, time to end this.
Friendly stealth chopper inbound.
Oh my. Wow. Anyways, what I can tell you is that, like, yeah, the phone heated up quite well, but like there was no frame drop throughout the whole match. Everything was quite 90 FPS ish, and also the game was quite playable. Yeah, so that's a good sign. I'll just say do not put a pouch on this while gaming. Yeah, trust me, if I hadn't taken off this pouch, it would have been a different story. So we started at 80%. Let's see how many percent we are at right now. 77, not bad. If you're a PUBG player, let's see the graphics support on the S21 FE Exynos 2100 build. Alright, this is not a game I play anyways, but for the sake of showing you guys, where is settings? Alright, so we are in PUBG settings page. Let's see the graphics. We have smooth, down the way to extreme. I have no idea what extreme is. Probably 90 FPS. Yep, I don't know. Yeah, that looks like 90 FPS. So you can see it supports extreme frame rates as its highest, while using smooth graphics, probably the lowest. Quick battery test. We are going to see how many percent drops from this device after a single match. We are currently at 75%. So let's see where we are at. Alright, so far so good. Nice game interface playing. The phone is still kind of warm from the Call of Duty match we had earlier, but let's see how it goes. Yeah, this feels like 60 FPS. Looks like I'm a natural. Yep. And I won. From what I know, this is a very good device to play Asphalt 9. Yeah, it's very nice. I mean, if it could play this smoothly after a Call of Duty match, that's a very good sign. And we're at 74% from 75% before the match, which is very decent. So I guess you have gotten a pretty good insight about the battery and performance and display and speakers. This is USB Type-C 3.1 Gen 2. Yeah, and it's very fast, very nice. Not as bad as the USB 2.0 that we have on the base iPhone 16 models. Haha. Also, this has no eSIM support, and this is apparently a dual Samsung, but I can't seem to get a sense of the second SIM slot. All I get is a single SIM slot here. So no eSIM support on the FE also. Anyways, I hope you guys have gotten a pretty good insight on this device. Yeah, I'm still new to reviewing devices. Yeah, bought this device firstly to review it, then use it for learning about One UI 7. But it seems Samsung wants to delay One UI 7 and make it better for everyone eventually. So I'll be quite patient, and we can talk about One UI 6.1 in the meantime. Anyways, thanks for watching. iHaadi out.